Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be Leetcode in the implement string. So we should implement string, return the index of the first course of needle in haystack or -1 if needle is not part of haystack. So if our input is hello and ll, we should output 2 because 2 appeared here at index 2. If our input haystack is like this, needle is BBA, we should output -1 because there's no such needle in haystack. And for the purpose of the problem, we'll return 0 when needle is an empty string. So when needle is an empty string, we should return 0, right? So if you are coding in Python, you should know there is Python's built-in function called find. So basically, you just simply use the built-in function like this, and you should return the first occurrence of the needle. Okay, it works, and it's really fast because it's a Python's built-in function, right? So definitely check with your interviewer whether you can use the Python's built-in function find. Find is very similar to index. So find, the difference between find and index is that find returns -1 if there's no such string, but index throw an exception. So in this case, we'd better use find because in our question, it asks us to return -1 if it's not part of the haystack, right? So if your interviewer say, well, you cannot use the Python's built-in function, you should create your own, then how do we do this? Let me just put our example here, hello, and ll. So there is a way which is basically you write a for loop to check each of the elements, and for each indexes you check whether this 2 is equal to ll, and then you check whether this 2 is equal to ll, and you check whether this 2 is equal to ll, and you check whether this 2 is equal to ll. Okay, so let's just code it up. Okay, first of all, remember to handle the corner cases. So if needle, so the needle is empty, 0, we just return 0, right? This is our corner cases. Then we write the for loop for I in range length of haystack. So we are checking each indexes, right? If haystack, so we are comparing this 2 with this 2, right? So if haystack is equal to needle, we just return I. So basically what this does is that first of all, we are writing a for loop going to each indexes, and so at each indexes we check whether in this example is just check 2 elements, right? But if you're searching for 3 elements, you have to check the 3 elements, right? So that's why you check from the I index until so you check like a length of needle indexes. So that's how you check that, and you check whether this one is this 3 indexes is like this 3 alphabets are the same as this 3, right? If it's the same, then you just find it. Just find it and you just return I, right? But if you going through all of them and there's no such I that satisfies this condition, you just return -1, right?